homeless crisis isn't confined to any one place, and now communities that previously didn't have issues are finding themselves with new, sometimes unsavory neighbors.
Denver 7's Ivan Rodriguez shows us the strain on the Golden Triangle neighborhood and also introduces us to a father-son who say they're not trying to bother anyone, they're just trying to survive.
Anything can happen in just split of a minute.
Towels laid under a shaded tree, a spot to rest even for just a few hours.
It gets rough.
David Weatherly and his son have been homeless for several years.
When you're 60, you don't really feel like being out here that much.
They arrived in Denver 3 days ago.
There's no jobs in Pueblo, so we came up here to Denver, more job opportunities.
More jobs, but also more people living on the streets. The city of Denver says at last count, about 3,500 people are experiencing homelessness. Surrounding neighborhoods like the Golden Triangle are beginning to notice.
I would say like in the last 6 months, the uptick of the campers, the unsanitary things around the neighborhood.
Shelley Furneaux says she's worried the neighborhood she moved into more than a decade ago has changed for the worst.
This whole block, you can still see the belongings, but there were 2 big houses here, and I don't know, probably 18 homeless people.
These orange things appear to be caps to syringes, and they are plentiful here.
There's a ton of them. What's going on with the neighborhood?
I think everyone's asking the same question. Does anyone need any hygiene items?
But it's no surprise to Mateen Kaligi of the nonprofit Helping the Homeless Colorado.
Right now, we do not have the capacity to house as many people as we need to, and the shelters are always way past capacity.
Bless y'all,
Mateen has been working with his youth team trying to get homeless off the streets for years.
Remember, these are people, and we need to treat them as people no matter what.
Homeless people going into well-off neighborhoods will often find side streets and alleys to spend the night, often wanting to be left alone.
Cops always are chasing us off, just trying to find a place to lay down. They won't let us sleep in the parks, and so we'll go in the alleyways or any little nook we can find.
A spot to rest and feel safe, counting the days until they can get off the street.
They don't know what it's like out here. If they had to spend, a week on the streets, they would have a different opinion of what, it's really like.
Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.